Hey there, I'm Dave, and welcome to the Near Fish Experience. Why the Near Fish Experience? Well, ever since I can remember, I've been a very passionate angler. I don't know what it is. Ever since my father and I got into sport fishing, it's really been my activity of choice. I really took to it. I've been quite effective at it. We've done everything from small streams, tournament fishing on lakes, striped bass fishing in the tidal waters, plenty of awesome experiences on the ocean, shark fishing. My biggest fish to date, and I don't think I will beat it, whether you want to believe me or not, is an ocean sunfish that was probably somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000 pounds. And those are not a sport fish, just so you know, but it just happened to be swimming by when we were angling one day, and it actually took a lure that I was using. I might be able to scrape up some photos or footage from that. I'm not sure. It was a number of years ago. But I love it all. Fly fishing, spin fishing, bait casting. I'm not a huge proponent of using live bait or bait. It just doesn't appeal to me as much as lures and flies. So I tend to be an artificial angler, but you never know what we'll do as the show goes on. So Near Fish Experience. Why Near Fish Experience? Well, in recent years, I've become fascinated with near-death experiences. I love watching the accounts, listening to the podcasts. I find it fascinating. I mean, who wouldn't want to hear the hope of what might be on the other side once we are no longer living? So I find those fascinating, and I thought, you know what, that would be a neat twist and angle on a podcast or a video YouTube channel for fishing. Fishing is what I'm most passionate about, and so I thought near-death experience, near fish experience only makes sense. Also, a lot of the content that we see and consume on YouTube and social media is not realistic. It's fantastic to always be able to tune in and see a giant trevally being caught, or some other large grouper off a reef or something like that. But that's not realistic. And yes, we want to feed ourselves with the excitement of great fishing experiences, and I will be bringing you those as well. But it's not realistic in that you and I both know going fishing does not always mean catching. That's why this is the near fish experience, not the near catch experience. So I will be covering a lot of different topics, and some of these episodes might be as simple as a very simple lure review, or if I picked up a new fly rod and reel, talking about that, walking along a stream early season, identifying target areas for little brook trout or stream trout. We might be exploring the small boats that I use. I do not use large boats as of right now. Maybe someday, if this channel takes off a lot, I'll have enough funds to buy a big boat someday. We've had large boats, my father and I. I've kind of scaled things back. I'm more of a fishing kayak angler right now. I like to wade the streams and the shorelines, but if I do need to get out on the water, I prefer a fishing kayak. And we also have a small Predator, about a 10-foot Predator boat with a trolling motor on it. It works absolutely perfect in small bodies of water that we target. When I'm on the ocean, I'm usually with a friend, and he's got, a larger boat. We'll be doing that. I just feel like it's a perfect time to begin to share the experiences that I have accumulated over my life in sport fishing, and also create some new ones. So I've done something completely unique this year. When day one happened, and where I live in this part of Eastern Canada, fishing season opens on April 1st. Right now it's creeping up on a couple weeks after that. And when the first came along, I said, you know what, I'm gonna make a commitment to myself to at least make one cast every single day. So a lot of the time that will have to be somewhere very close to where I live. Sometimes it won't be, but I'm going to force myself to get out and do that, because I know too many friends, too many people, I'll run into them in, a couple months after the season started, and I'll be like, how's the fishing? And the majority of them will either be telling me, oh, I haven't got my license yet, or yeah, I haven't been able to get out, I'm just too busy. So I have the fortunate situation where I am self-employed. That doesn't mean I have a ton of free time. When I'm not fishing, I am building sales videos. In fact, if that's something you're interested in, I'll put a link in the description of the video. I operate salesvideos.com. That's my primary business and has been for pushing a little more than 25 years now, creating high impact, basically infomercial style video production for any business, product, service, opportunity. But when I'm not doing that, my go-to activity is sport fishing. This is why I have this channel, and this is why I want to invite you to come along with me. Just simply click the like, subscribe button. The bell notification will also notify you every time a new video goes up. I plan on keeping this really simple. I'm going to be using my iPhone. This is not a brand new iPhone as of the time of this recording, just an iPhone 13. I'm going to be using my iPad, which is right here, and of course, my desktop computer when I need it. But the majority of the content of this channel is going to be recorded on these devices and even edited on these devices. I'm going to be using an action cam, and I also have a 360-degree lens option for this. So we're going to be attempting some interesting trips and recordings. Video editing is kind of like, when I'm not fishing, that's one of my passions as well. So it should be a good mix. Over the coming couple weeks, the majority of the content that I will be posting will be footage from exploring local streams and small waterways. Early in the season here, I'm targeting speckled brook trout and possibly some early season bass. I'll also be going over some equipment and just talking to you in general about the fishing season and how it's starting to unfold. Definitely, I invite you to subscribe and come along for the journey. Again, my name's Dave. I look forward to having you on this journey with me. That's it for this introductory video. Take care, tight lines, and we'll see you on the next one.